Hey everyone, today we are going to do a little project. I'm crooked because this is on top of my car. Today we are going to be changing out the wiper blade inserts on my car. Now, so this is not replacing the entire window blade. Some people do that, and there's a lot of YouTube videos on people replacing the entire blade of the vehicle, literally taking off this whole thing, including the plastic or metal or whatever that thing is, and doing it from scratch. But the thing is, I like the way these blades look. They're the factory default blades. See here, there's no logo on it. The ones that have the logo apparently are the kind that you replace the entire blade, including the plastic part, and you can't actually put in refill inserts. The blades that come with the car, though, like these are, actually have the ability to put the wiper blade inserts in there, so it's pretty good. So you can, you might as well just do that. So I bought a set of 3 of these off of eBay from a dealer down in like Arizona, and it's about 30 bucks, not quite, shipped and all, for manufacturer blades. So these are legit, real, not third-party stuff. These are the real deal. My window wiper blades aren't bad. But I've never changed them. I don't think they've ever been changed. And so they're years old, and so it's probably time to change. So I don't need to change them, but I kind of want to because it's time. So we're gonna do it. So now we're just simply pulling up on the window wiper blades. Everyone knows how to do that. Just pull them up. But now what you gotta do is actually gotta remove the thing. So I probably should put it down. So there's a little flap here. I'm gonna flip up on the flap. Flips up like that. Clicks off. And now you can push in. You see how I pushed in? And it'll set you down and tip it down so you can still see. And I can basically just lift it right off. Like that. There's a hook. You can see there's a hook on the actual blade itself. I've taken it off. This is the flap that came up. Well, there's actually numbers on there. How about that? Okay, well, there we go. I might actually cover this with some of that polish stuff because it actually makes the blacks look better, and so the window wiper blades will probably look nice and clean then. We're going to do the same thing on the other side now by simply clicking this up, opens up, pushing it in, and then undoing the loop. It's hard to do it with one hand, but we'll manage. Just jiggle it off, and this too falls right off. You can see the hook on the blade, and the blade itself comes off, the entire thing. Ta-da! As for the back blade, it usually hides up underneath the little spoiler thing here. So I shut it off while the car was stopped. No, I stopped the car. So for this, you can kind of see that it hides up underneath the spoiler thing. So I shut the car off while the window wiper was running, so it would stop there. And that should be good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of crack it. I don't want to break anything. There we go. See, I just kind of bent this down, and then it too should slide off somehow. I might have to use 2 hands for this. So you can basically just jiggle it off also, and it's off. Here we go. Okay, I'm probably gonna like clean this off with that stuff because it helps really keep the plastics looking really nice. What I might also do is actually clay bar the windshield and the back because that just makes everything cleaner too. So I'll like clean it off and then clay bar it just to get all the gunk off. Alright, so now let's start with the smaller of the 2 blades, which is, when you're in the car looking at it, the right blade. So what we're going to do is we are going to tilt you guys up so you can see a little bit. Molly is here too, helping, by the way. Hello, Molly. Hello. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to figure out there's 2 sides of this thing. There is a side that looks like an arrow and a side that's not. And you're supposed to slide it out by the side that's the arrow. And I've never done this before, but we'll figure it out. There we go. Slide it out. Now sliding out. Just like so. So basically, there's a side that's kind of like an arrow. Kind of has like ridges here. Pull that out and it slides out just nice and easy. Let me see if I can, if I do it here, it'll be easier for you guys to see. So again, it slides right out. You're gonna take the side that looks kind of like an arrow. It has these kind of ridges here. Slide straight out and it comes out completely. Now, we can take this and clean it later. Actually, I might clean it now so I don't get any gunk on the actual rubber. Put that there. And I might as well do the exact same thing with the right side. So if we're looking at the left side, the longer of the two blades. So if you're looking at it, one side has ridges. I don't know if it's easy to see. Kind of an arrow I've heard it described as, and the other side doesn't. So you're gonna slide it out, pulling from the right side with the ridges, and it's locked in there. So you gotta kind of get it started, okay, by sliding. Is this the right way? Yep, it is. It is. I'm going to have to give it a little bit more elbow grease. Look at how dirty my hands are getting. These are dirty. I've cleaned them off with alcohol in the past. Probably could do it now, but it's just time for them to go. This one is being more ornery. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on some gloves so I don't cut myself. Much better. So we are taking this out, slide it. Yeah, some more elbow grease this time. Am I doing it the right way? Let's see, it's going to snap in this way. Pretty sure that it does come. Now, it should be right. It's just in there. Good. There we go, got it. So now it slides out. Gotta give it a little bit more elbow grease. Slides completely out of the thingamajig. Set that there, set that there. Now the rear blade is, I think, similar. No, it looks a little different, doesn't it? We're going to figure it out. There is a way to do it. You might just have to... Oh, you might have to do it from the... into the middle. See, this one is a little bit different, the way it's shaped. Look at how flexy it is. Oh, very cool. I don't want to break the plastic, but I need to get this thing out. So how do I do it? Might be through the middle. Nope, looks like that might be through the middle. It's probably the right way. Yep. Kind of bent it through and just kind of shimmy this thing out. You see the little grooves where it fits. Got the blade out. So we got all three out now. The two front, one back. All right, now what I'm going to do is wash the windows with window cleaner in the front and back, and then probably clay bar it. I stole the paper towels from the kitchen. Don't tell Stella. Yeah. Now I'm going to clay bar just the windshields. I clay barred the entire car over the summer. I'm using the Chemical Guys stuff. They usually make pretty good stuff. I like their stuff, so I'm using their stuff. I'm not sponsored, but Chemical Guys, want to sponsor a concert pianist? Hit me up. Alright, I'm actually going to take off my gloves for this because otherwise sometimes doesn't work so well, I guess. Got some clay here. This is clay bar stuff, just a little bit. I'm just doing the windshields. I mean, you don't really need all that much. I'm going to mold it a little bit, mix it up, get a little warmer in my fingers. And you have to lube. Don't forget the lube. This actually smells really nice. It kind of smells fruity. It smells very fruity, and the clay bar just kind of glides, picking up dirt and dust and sticky stuff that you just can't really wash off that well or clean off that well. Just keep going over it. Let it work its magic. It'll just glide and make your windshield clean. You don't need a lot. If you have a small piece, if you have a small piece, you're gonna have to go over it more. But I'm doing a windshield. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to get off some of the gunk that might not come off when I wash it with normal stuff. It might need to come out. I'll try this method here. Look at this. You can kind of feel parts where it's a little bit stickier. Like if there's something there, and it picks it up. Just pretty well. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. My windshield has a lot of little nicks in it because it's just inevitable that when you drive a car you get rock chips. You can kind of minimize the chance of getting them by staying away from trucks and stuff like that. But if you use a car, it's inevitable that sometimes you're just going to get stuff that flies up and hits it. And you just hope that it doesn't cause an actual big crack. Instead, it's just a little one. It's just a nick that doesn't really do anything and you don't even notice most of the time. Almost on the left side here. It's pretty smooth. There's some little resistance, but again, kind of see the dirty. Might have to get my little step stool here. This is an SUV, so it's kind of hard to reach certain parts. Luckily, I've got long monkey arms, and so that's good. All right, let's go on to the other side. Oops. All right, here I am on the other side. Let's get some more lube. Don't forget the lube. This side here, kind of, if I was a painter, I'd call this cutting in from the edges. There's some working room here, and then I can go at it. Again, there's not a whole lot of stuff on my window. luckily. So this isn't doing all that much, but it's just kind of a psychological, ooh, it's clean kind of a feel. Pew, pew, pew. There you go. And look over there and come back. Nice and slow, moving it back and forth, gliding over the window. And again, I'm not going to clay bar the entire car. No way, not now. That's a summertime thing when I detail the whole car and do sealant and stuff. But not for this. This is just make it pretty clean. All right, and now let's go do the back window. Now it's kind of falling apart, so I can just mix it in again. Keep on going. Sounds like the garbage, the recycling is here. So it snowed here recently. Oh, garbage is definitely here, recycling. So it snowed here recently, so my car is filthy, so I actually might take it up to the car wash today and get all that gunk off of it. Now, I like taking care of the car and stuff, but I am not against taking it to a car wash. I bought the car used. Whoa, garbage man, garbage truck. No recycling. I bought the car used, and so it was not perfect when I bought it, because, you know, again, you get rock chips and stuff in cars, so that's just, as a, you know, you get little chips and nicks in the paint and things like that just by virtue of, you know, driving sometimes. So, I try to take good care of the car, but I'm not against taking it to a car wash. I take it to a good quality one. There's this one around here called Brown Bear or something, and they're kind of a high-end, nice car wash. So I try to take my car there, because they seem to do a pretty good job, knock on wood. All right, so now I'm done. Let's dry it off. Time to dry off the window. Good enough is all I need right now. Probably take it to the wash here pretty soon. Let's get the other side. There's a little piece of clay that got left. Let's pick that off. There we go. All right. And the back. Now what I did now is apply a little bit of tire shine to just the plastic parts. The outer plastic parts to give it kind of a nice clean look. I've done this in the past with a different kind of tire shine. The rub-on kind. I have a spray this time, so what I did was just apply it slightly to, hang on. I applied it to a paper towel and then kind of rubbed it on, and it gives a nice clean look. I have a different kind this time. See, it makes it look nice and dark and black and better looking, you know, if your plastic fades a little bit or something. Now I'm using this kind here, Mygalar's Tire Shine. I've done it in the past, not on the wiper metal parts, but on plastic pieces. So I'm not sure if this is a good idea or maybe it's a bad idea, but we'll see. It makes it look better at least. Hopefully it doesn't smudge up the window. I'm being careful not to get it on any of the window itself as much as I can, and also not on the blades themselves. We're going to do it to the exterior of the window wipers now. So what you do, take the window wiper blade and apply a little bit of this to a piece of paper towel. Again, all of this, putting it on those wiper stocks, the blades, things like that. The blade exteriors at least, things like that. So what I'm going to do now is apply some of this tire shine to a paper towel and put on the exterior parts of the window wipers. I also put it to the little sticks that stick out for the window wipers. This is do all of this at your own risk, because I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And let's just wipe some of this on and restore some of that dark color, dark shine. Oops, dropped it. Get some of the dirt off. It's amazing how dirty these things can get. And voila, looks a lot better already. Let's do the other ones. Here's the longer one. A little bit of shine. Now, what you don't want to do is get it on the windshield. You probably also don't want to get it on like the rubber parts. You don't want to smudge this greasy stuff all over your windows. Probably. Look at that. Looks better at least. Looks like new. I can't get anything down in that little hole there. That hole gets covered up anyway by the flap, so it doesn't really matter so much. Nice. A little bit more. So I experimented with applying some of the tire shine that I had in liquid form. It was a different brand. Can't remember. It was the kind that you're supposed to put on with like a sponge. Over the summer on the plastic trim, like black plastic trim of the car exterior. And that seemed to really, really bring it back to life and make it look really nice for a while. There you go. Oops, that looks nice too. All right, so what needs to be done? Here are the old pieces. There's 2 metal strips in here that need to be taken out. And I guess you can just kind of take them out. Here's one, and here's 2. That was easy. This piece you can toss. So you have 2 metal strips. Each side, one side has a kind of notches in it. The other side does not. This is the shorter of the 2 wiper blades in the front. So it must be this one, the middle-sized one. So you want to kind of line it up so that the curve goes with the curve here, and stick them in. Let's see if I'm sticking them in the right way. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know. Not sure if that's right or not. We'll try. Stick the other one on the other side. I think I got it. You just kind of stick one in each side. Now I'm going to slide it back in. Got the blade. One side has notches. It's like an arrow. One side does not. Look closely, you can see these notches. Kind of has like a little thing right there. So I'm going to figure out which way we're going to slide this thing in. It sits this way. And I think it slides in one of these 2 ways. So we'll figure out which of these 2 ways it slides in. The notch side is last, I know that. I think it needs to go in this way. We'll slide it in there. Slide it in there. There's these little holes you kind of go through. Slide it in there. Number 4. Number 5 went right through, and then number 6 is blind. So there's 6 total of them. Now, the thing is you want to make sure it clicks in well. So, click. It clicked in. I think we're good. Got one on. Now, we have to do the others. Here is the old left wiper blade, the long one. Just kind of peel it off. Oops, I'm peeling it off the wrong side. I'll do the same side as last time. Peel off one side, metal comes out. Peel off the other side, metal comes out. And you throw away the old blade. Remember, you keep these things. You gotta keep these. These are important to keep. So, get the new blade. Find the side that has the arrow. Stick it in. You wanna also make it so it curves the same way. So you wanna curve. Yeah, so don't put it in the backwards, otherwise it'll curve the wrong way. You'll have wonky window wiper blades. Stick it in. Boom. One side is good. I'll cut myself. You have to keep kind of holding it in though, because it doesn't just stay there. It wants to come out. On the other side. So now that's it. Now it has some rigidity. Now, same thing. Figure out which direction it goes. It's going to go on like this. Find the side with the little notches. That side goes in last. Slide it. Oops, let me see what I'm doing here. Slide it in. And it should slide right in. There you go. One. Kind of line these up. Two. Good. Three. Good. Keep sliding them in. Four. Good. Here's the fifth one. See if I can do it so you can see it better. Fifth one. There you go. And the last one is down there. I'm going to pull it through, slide it into the notches, the grooves. Very cool design. Okay, that's it. But now I'm going to go to the other side and make sure it clicks. Clicked. It's locked in. We're good. That's number 2. Now the back one is the one that's a little bit more confusing. So it does have metal things that we have to keep. This one doesn't have notches. It's the same on both sides, so it probably doesn't matter which way it goes on. Throw that away. New blade. We're going to slide it in. Let's try this again. So we're going to take it. We're going to slide it in. Just like so, and then I guess it kind of helps if you can just run your finger down with it and kind of just puts it in. Just don't give yourself a cut. Other side too. And again, you want the curve to kind of go towards your windshield because you want it to stick against your windshield. So make sure the curve's going the right way. Now, here is the thing. This is the one that I did from the middle before. So this is a kind of a weirder one. There's no end on it. So I'll stick it in. Okay, that's one went in. Stick this one into the end. Okay, now it's all the way in there, but it's not locked. You have to kind of like bend it somehow. Oh, here's a trick. Let it go past it. Don't worry about sticking the end one in. Put the 2 middle ones in first. That seems to work. So you got the 2 middle ones in. Now we can worry about the end ones. Put the bottom end one, and the top one you can just kind of, I guess you kind of have to bend the sucker in. Or you can pull from the middle. Pull from the middle, give yourself some leeway, and just barely fit it in, and poop, poop, there you go. Now it looks like this one got on the wrong track, so we're going to try this again. Let's take them out. And let's pull it out. So for the back one, what we're going to do is we're going to take it, now note that the back one doesn't have any notches. This is kind of a weird one. So you're going to stick it in, making sure you're going the right direction because these do bend one way. So you want to make it so that the bend, oops, I dropped one. So the bend goes in the correct direction and then kind of hold it in there because it really wants to come out. It doesn't stay in there super great on its own. So it kind of bends this way. Oops, it's flopping around. So I'll stick that on the other side in the correct spot. So we'll take the other one in the correct end. Okay, and we can all stick it through all the way down. And must be a little bit too far out. There we go. It was too far down. Got it in. So now we're going to stick it in. So if you put it in the middle ones first and ignore the outside ones. So stick it in the middle and let it go past the outside ones. Don't worry about that one yet. Now do the other middle. So do one middle, do the other middle. So now they're only in the middle ones. The outside is not being effective. Now we can put it on one of the outside ones. Now you only have the top one left. The other three are in. Pull out on the middle of from the middle of the blade to give you some room. Then slide it right in. Voila. Let's start by putting the rear one on. Pull it on, I suppose. Let's try. There's a hook. Not sure if the hook is going the right way. I think I have to go this way. Yep. Okay. We're on good. It's locked. That one's easy. Now the back, or the front. Let's try the small front one first. On the passenger side. So we can bend this down. Make sure the little hook thingy is open. Stick it in here. See if you can see this. Bring it down for you guys to see a little better. So I just place it inside here, pull it, and lock it. We're good to go. To the driver's side now. Maybe you can see this one a little bit better. See? Got it sticking up here. Bring it down. Make sure you guys can see that well. All right, so there's a little hook. Open the flap, little door. Stick the hook into the door. Pull it or push it toward the passenger side and click it shut. That's all there is to it.